Hey, it's airy money. If your day is packed and you just need an answer, rent or buy, this is your 10-minute way through. No spreadsheets, no guilt. We'll use 2 quick examples, then a plan B that almost nobody talks about. 2 numbers decide most of it. Number 1, price to rent. Take the home price and divide it by the comparable annual rent. Around 15 or lower. Buying often starts to make sense. 21 or higher. Renting usually wins. It's a rule of thumb, not a prophecy. Number 2, time in the home. How many years will you realistically stay before life, work, or your neighbor's drum kit nudges you to move? Before we run the numbers, there's a toll booth on both sides of home ownership, getting in and getting out. Up front, closing costs are often about 2 to 5% of the purchase price. Fact check, CFPB 2024. On the way out, there are agent commissions and transfer costs that can sit near 5 to 6%. New written agreement rules change who negotiates what, but the costs still exist in the real world. Fact check, Washington Post 2025. Add entry and exit together. That's the friction you need to earn back before buying beats renting. Tiny pause. If the only spreadsheet you've balanced this month is a pizza receipt, you're fine. Let's keep it practical. Example A. Home price, $360,000. Comparable rent, $2,000 a month, $24,000 year. Price to rent, $360,000, $24,000, 15. That's on the maybe buy side. You expect to stay 7 years. Now layer the monthly pieces beyond principal and interest. Property taxes, homeowner's insurance, PMI. If your down payment is under 20%, PMI can go away once you reach 20% equity. Fact check, Freddie Mac 2024. Routine maintenance. Budget roughly 1 to 4% of home value per year depending on age and condition. Fact check, Fannie Mae 2024. And any HOA. If your total owning number lands near the $2,000 rent, or a bit below, and you're staying 7 years, owning can make sense. Remember to mentally spread that friction, say 3% in and 5% out, over those 7 years. If renting is cheaper by, say, $250 a month, automate that difference to your emergency fund or future down payment so the math becomes fuel, not trivia. Example B, different market. Home price, $500,000. If comparable rent is $2,800 a month, $33,600 a year, your ratio is 14.9. But if true comps are closer to $2,300, $2,760 a year, the ratio jumps to honored 18s. Check comps carefully. Now say you'll stay 3 years. With round-trip friction near 8%, example 3% in plus 5% out, 3 years is a tight runway. Unless owning is significantly cheaper per month than renting after you add taxes, insurance, PMI if applicable, maintenance, and HOA, rent likely wins here. Keep cash flexible and send the monthly savings to a high-yield bucket for the next move. Quick recap of the 5 monthly pieces you compare. PD plus extras, principal plus interest, from your lender's calculator. Property taxes, homeowner's insurance, PMI. If 20% down, set a reminder to remove when you qualify. Fact check, Freddie Mac 2024. Maintenance, 1-4% wire, older homes tilt higher. Fact check, Fannie Mae 2024. Add HOA if it exists. So here's the mini decision tree. Buy, if price to rent. JART 15, you'll stay. JART 7 years, the monthly own cost, JART comparable rent, and you're at 20% down, or have a path to cancel PMI. Not yet if the ratio is 16 to 20, or you'll stay 3 to 6 years, or PMI is heavy with no near-term exit. Rent and invest the difference for now. Rent if the ratio 21 or round-trip costs would take years you don't have. Plan B, rent it out instead of selling. There's a third path if buying makes sense now but you need to move before you break even. You can rent out this home and use that rent to help pay the lease in your new city. Not magic, just math plus realistic costs. Say it with me. Will the rent cover everything and leave a small cushion? Everything means principal plus interest, plus property taxes, plus landlord insurance, not owner-occupied. Any HOA, a maintenance capex line, a vacancy reserve, and a property management fee if you won't self-manage. If expected rent covers that total and leaves a bit of room, Plan B can work. If not, it's a no, for now. Plan B, example 1. Looks good, then falls short. All-in own cost, $2,100, market rent $2,600. After management, vacancy, and maintenance, your true monthly cost is $2,850, negative cash flow. Pass, unless you can safely carry it for a short window. Plan B, example 2, works with a cushion, all in $2,300, rent $3,100. True cost after ads, $250 cushion. That can help pay the new lease and keep the lights on here. Also, confirm landlord insurance, any local registrations, HOA rental rules, and whether your mortgage allows the occupancy change after the initial period. Call your lender, don't guess. Tax quickie, no rabbit holes. Rental income is taxable, many expenses are deductible, and depreciation exists. When you eventually sell, past rental use can affect how much gain is excluded. That's a talk to a pro moment. Educational, not advice. Human moment. If your future tenant texts, "The sink is making whale sounds," congrats, you're a landlord. Budget either your time or a manager. Include it in the math before you say yes to Plan B. Edge cases still apply. Hot markets with rising taxes, big HOA assessments, and the new written buyer-broker agreements. Negotiate, get it in writing, and keep the cost in your math. Fact check, Washington Post, 2025. Last mile. Tonight, look up 3 comparable rentals, average the rent, and compute annual rent. Divide your target home price by that annual to get price to rent. Count how many years you'll likely stay. Use your bank's calculator for principal and interest. Then add taxes, insurance, PMI if needed, maintenance, and HOA. Compare to rent. If rent is cheaper, automate the gap on payday. If owning is closer, cheaper, and you'll stay long enough to overcome friction, or if Plan B passes the stress test, buying may fit. Drop your price to rent and expected years in the comments. If you want the one-page Plan B rental stress test, type Plan B, and I'll pin the checklist with the formula and the reminders to switch insurance, check local rules, and set a vacancy reserve. I'm Ari Money, and your calm answer beats a perfect theory. Every time. Educational content only. Not financial advice. Fact check, CFPB 2024. Freddie Mac 2024, Fannie Mae 2024, Washington Post 2025.